is Lisa Clark, and this is Oyster Part 5. Yay! So here's more of that shiny little spot on top of that pearl right there. Excuse me. And the different colors that I'm seeing were the yellow, some green, some violet, white, and then lots of blending, because what I want is that effect of it kind of blurring like a starburst, excuse me, out from the center of that shine all the way out. And then that just takes a little bit of blending. So we had a yellow, we had a green, we had it was a yellow green color. And now this is just the yellow. I'm trying to just pick up on a little bit more of that yellow hue that I'm seeing and blending that through so that there's not an obvious line or break between the white and these other colors. I want it to kind of soften and like a starburst, like blend out. And then more of that pink just to kind of help blend it out, soften it a little bit, and get that gradual effect that I'm looking for. Patience, patience, patience. Lots of layers. I've always talked about layers. And there's always layers. Lots of layers. And then, of course, we have a different color of the pink on that pearl. So this is just, I think it's just titanium white, really, on this one. Just a little bit to blend it out and kind of soften that pink right there. And that I achieved, and I was very happy with the way that looked. But knowing me, I'm going to go back and forth on that and add the more magenta and then go back to the white and mix and repeat. Yeah. So you can see why I wouldn't just leave it one color, that one pink color. It wouldn't make sense. It would look flat. It would not look three-dimensional. It would not look round. So that takes different shadowing effects in different lighter areas, different darker areas. So there is a distinct shadow on this side of the pearl. And you're going to see me struggle a little bit with it, not really knowing what. It's like I saw pink, I saw violet, I saw grays, black. Yeah. So I'm just trying to kind of do that same effect that I did with the starburst, that bright shiny spot, but kind of in reverse. This one has like a dark shadow that kind of blends out to the pink of the pearl. So it looks like a straight line, but I still want it to kind of blend. I want it to be like a soft transition from the shadow back to the color of that pink. So you'll see me go back and forth with this one. This part of the pearl, definitely. I think it gave me more problems than the that bright spot. And here, see, going in, I thought that bright spot was going to be the tough one, the tough part of the pearl. And it really wasn't. It was this shadow, trying to get it correct and keeping it, keeping that edge of the pearl circular. And I can already see, even in this video, where I've got some problems there. I'm not a true circle anymore. True circles are difficult to keep as you draw and add layers of colors, because you're bound to go out of the line, or you know what I mean. It's just becomes not a complete good circle anymore. So I do struggle with that, but it all comes together. I think it comes together in the end. So lots of that circular motion again. It just blends nicely when you do that circular motion. And I would say soft to medium touch. You really don't need a hard touch on this. Pastels are pretty light-handed anyway. You don't really require a hard touch. Not like regular color pencils where sometimes you gotta kind of push a little harder to get that pigment down. You don't have to do that with these pastels. These Carbothellos are amazing. Yeah, here's that really bright purple that I'm seeing in that shadow. So laying that down, and then I'm sure I'm going to go over it again with a different color because that's just the way it goes. I decided that pink hue needed a little more touching up right there around that shadow. So that's what you see me doing there. And then, of course, you want to blend it out because you don't want it that defined, if that makes sense. You want it to blend and soften and just kind of blend into that shadow. So I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope The weather is good wherever you're at. I'm in the South, and sometimes we get super humid, which we're experiencing right now. Lots of humidity, and hot. It's very hot outside. I'm in the middle of trying to finish some shelves, and waiting for the primer and the paint to dry is taking forever because of the humidity. It is so high. But anyway, that's another project. So, yay, hot, humidity, yay. I don't like humidity. Anyway, I decided this needed a little bit of brightening. It could be that some of the colors shifted because I do move this project around from day to day. I usually would spend about 20 or 30 minutes a day on it and then have to move it. So sometimes by doing that, you kind of inadvertently smudge stuff. So that's what you'll see me doing, touching up. So that was part 5. Stay tuned and we'll get more of this oyster done. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.